Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Hello there, welcome back to another episode of You Know Who. She's a little bit salty.
She's a whole lot of petty, and together we're the Salty and Petty Podcast.
Duh. Alright, and this time we're going to talk about one of the biggest, brands. I was going to say toy brand, but it's also been a cartoon, it's been a live action.
It's a media franchise, multimedia franchise.
That's right. Little's favorite propaganda, G.I. Joe.
Like, honestly, for as much as I have a lot of people in my family that are in, like, different branches of the military and stuff, and in the 90s, you know, it was okay. The cartoon was pretty cool, man. Mm-hmm. Well, the 80s/90s. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it was quite the thing in the 80s. Oh, yeah. The toys, at least.
Yeah, the cartoon came out in the late 80s, too, though, right?
No, it was like early. Was it early 80s?
One, right?
What?
And the one from that, I know there was one in the 80s, and then like the 90s, like revamped it, the Real American Hero thing, which was like Jim Shooter, blah blah blah. That whole thing was like later revamped in the early 90s, but I was pretty sure that cartoon came out in like the mid-late 80s.
Okay, because I know the cartoon, oh god, it was probably around the same time as Transformers in the 80s, because like Marvel was doing the comics around the same time, I think. Yeah. Because I think just like with Transformers, Marvel helped them out a lot with that, because I believe... Oh, yeah. You know, the original plan was like, oh, no females, and then Marvel's like, yeah, you might want to throw some females in there.
Yeah. Well, which is funny because they did the original line eventually did add in Action Nurse, and that sold really well, and that's actually one of the hardest ones to find in pristine condition or even decent condition. It's ironic, since you would assume. Well, from my experience, I would rather buy my things from a woman collector than a man.
Yes.
Whatever it is, whether it's comics, toys.
Oh yes, because there was
antiques.
There was that original line in the 60s. Yes.
Yeah, and I have some of those, and I have some of the anniversary reproductions of those too. Those are the ones that I like more than the modern ones, to be quite honest. They're actually like, they have a heft to them, a quality to them. Like, the faces are trash, but like the actual like kung fu grip and shit, amazing. Like, eat your head out, Ken. Barbie was definitely rolling off in the freaking Jeep with G.I. Joe. Ken was getting left behind it in the Malibu Dream House.
I'd say he took his balls, but he didn't have any.
A little smooth.
You mean G.I. Joe, America's movable fighting man?
Yes, man. They had really bad marketing back then. They were like, it's a toy. Kids are going to play with it. They didn't really put much thought into it. It wasn't until later they figured out how to get cereal and toys and other merch. Oh, yeah. Like, kids were real buying for. Same thing that happened to like teenagers and tweens. They just figured out, hey, we can milk more money out of these. Let's do it.
Oh my lord! But yeah, it was originally created by Stanley Weston in 1963, a Manhattan licensing.
Yeah, did you see? Yeah, did you see all the faces are the same? It's kind of funny, but like the quality of those outfits, amazing. Honestly, like they literally don't make them like that anymore.
He licensed the entire concept to Hasbro for $100,000.
But adjusted for inflation, that's like $1 billion in 2020.
That's true. I don't know what year that was, but yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's
60. Man, you were set for freaking life. Are you kidding me? That's a good deal. That was a good deal.
Oh yeah, you catch the right time in history. You're buying a couple houses with that.
Yeah. Literally, the guy at Hasbro, you'll make a fortune with these, and it's just like, well, we're gonna screw you, of course. So, like, what I find really funny is, like, these are like I think this is one of the first ones to have like a black figure, because that came in 65, which wasn't too short. It came really quickly because like it came out in like 64, and they actually that was actually one of the most shocking things that I realized. I was just like, oh, like like, you take it for granted now, but, like, back then, that was, like, a move.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, big brain moves, you know? Like, we didn't even have a Black Barbie yet, you know what I mean? That came, like, literally, like, 20 years later. So I thought that was interesting, too. And, like, when I was a kid, sometimes I'm dyslexic, don't laugh at me, like, I like GI, and I'm like, oh, general enlistment. And then, like, as I thought about it today, I'm like, enlistment starts with an E. Obviously, it's government issue. I don't know. As a kid, I just thought that that's what it was, and I don't know. And then I just realized today, I'm like, I was an idiot when I was a kid.
Aren't we all?
Yes, that was just so funny when I was thinking about it today. I'm like, no, that's not right. And actually, I think originally it stood for, like, galvanized iron from, like, that's what the stuff was made of. And then it even sometimes it can stand for, like, ground infantry. Just F in the chat for ground infantry.
Operation Human Shield.
I like the original ones. The ones that I have found, they're really well made, and, like, they put some of these toys that we have today even to shame. So.
Oh yeah, back in the '60s and stuff. Yeah, they made them to last. I mean, they're probably like.
Then like Hasbro's prototypes kind of like skimp on the Stanley Weston design a little bit, just a little bit. And I love how they were, like, very careful to say it's an action figure, not a doll.
Oh yeah, no, they wanted that boy money.
Babes,
they wanted that boy money. And again, they wanted to.
Can we be serious?
And again, they wanted to give, like, put the dads at ease. Be like, no, you're not buying your son a doll. It's an action figure
with kung fu grip. Yeah, I like the sailor one and the pilot ones are really cool. Like the standard Army and Marine guys, like I liken them akin to, like, those stupid little plastic soldiers, that come in the can with the one has, like, the parachute that always gets tangled and messed up. If you're a child of a certain age and your family made you go to Dollar Tree sometime or whatever dollar store, you know what I'm talking about, like with the marbles and the jacks and stuff, or a terrible East Coast pharmacy toy aisle of the time. With the stupid beach ball and all that, and the sand pail with those terrible little cheap toys. Yeah. Like, to me, that's what those look like. But, like, the Air Force pilot, awesome.
Oh,
that one's really
but yeah.
Yeah, they were, like, top-notch for their time.
Oh, yeah. It seems like since then, every decade's had, like, a GI. Well, it was the Adventure Team in the 1970s.
Yeah, well, because the whole Vietnam War thing, like, sometimes we really celebrate our military and other times we spit on them, Yeah. And that was one of those times. Rightly so. Like, not the soldiers themselves, but, like, everybody had absolutely every reason to protest the Vietnam War. And that's why we had a draft, and that's what caused all those issues. Damn France can't control their people. Dragging us into it. Anyway, there was a really cool one that I had from, like, the late 90s from Toys R Us. That's really cool. But they had some really cool Cobra ones. Like, they don't make Cobra Commander as cool as they used to. Like, I feel like his latest designs are just very, like, stagnant. But, like, yeah, it was full fabric. You could take the mask off.
Oh, yeah.
Hiss.
Oh my god! Some of those play sets in the 80s were like this half the size of your
house. The little 3.5. Oh my god, they went crazy. Do you know there's like over 500 of those damn things? Like between the play sets, the action figures, there's literally like 500 different things in that product line. That's
Vehicles,
wild. That gives Masters of the Universe a run for their damn money. Like, I thought Masters of the Universe had a lot. I didn't realize that at all.
No, they had the huge aircraft carrier. They had the Terrordrome. Then they had the huge space shuttle.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you knew who had money when they had those.
Oh, the 30th anniversary ones are the ones that I have that I found. I want the 25th anniversary, but then I think about it because I think they were like, it's just an updated design. Like the 30th was like a throwback, and then the 50th one they literally did like basically a repro of the original, which was so cool. Like with the detailed fabric outfits, and they came in these really cool like book boxes that you would open, and you could like, it was like plastic. You take the plastic out, and then it's the whole thing, and it has like all the little like booklets and stuff that the old ones used to have. Now that's the one you really want. Those are really cool.
91 to 94 was the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Duke. That's the first Duke, right?
Yep.
And I think that's one of the ones when they started finally making Cobra Commander and Storm Shadow, I think too.
I don't know if they did like a redesign because I mean the 80s had them, but yeah, I mean again they
as cool.
Yeah, no, they went through several different redesigns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There's a 1983 animated series and a 1989 animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one that everybody thinks is 90s is 89, but the 83 one, it's rough.
Oh, knowing is half the value.
I love G.I. Joe memes. I love them so much.
Oh God! Then the animated movie in 1987. Oh my Lord!
Oh, that you cannot watch. It's unwatchable for me. I'm sorry.
I did not too long ago. I was just like, oh my Lord!
Cobra, la 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 la.
Thank you, Russell.
No, that's Drunk Justin.
Oh my!
Yeah, that's Drunk Justin.
Cobra,
He's
la 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 la
been
la.
spending too much time with Russell.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a fan for everything because like those new Energon Universe books. I mean, they're introducing some Cobra Less stuff in that Cobra Commander book. So
yeah, that is true. That whole thing is interesting for how they're like trying to build both universes, and you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have to mention. I mean, Larry Hama, who started the G.I. Joe Real American Hero comic at Marvel in like God, what was that? 80? It was in the early 80s. Still going at it 300 some plus issues later. He's gone
through like 5 different companies.
Through a bunch of different companies. He's still there. I'm like, I want to get an interview with him. Be like, what is it? I'm like, what is the appeal that keeps you here for like 40 years? Is it the huge cast of
There's
characters?
good characters. Like,
Yeah.
listen, there's a lot of drama to be mined from being in the military, especially an American version of a military where we just have our fingers in everything.
And again, like you said, the list of characters is so long. You get bored with somebody, you can jump to somebody else.
Exactly. And for me, like, honestly, like, the cartoon isn't the definitive. Like, the toys for me, like, are the definitive iteration. Like, I like the toys. Like, I could take or leave the movies, the cartoons, the comics. The toys are what does it for me. I love all the character designs. I love all the play sets. And it is the best form of propaganda.
I know,
it
but
truly is.
they're kind of like an international fighting force.
Now, sure.
Wow,
now.
yeah.
They kind of have to. Well, and in the UK, they did rebrand. So, you know. To be
Yeah,
fair.
it wasn't like Action Force or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a retro collection not too long ago, and it was they were super articulated. If you're familiar, it's kind of like what they did with like the Star Wars Vintage collection. So I thought that was really cool, and that I think that's probably why Russell always says O-rings. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that was a little controversial.
yeah, because again, there's like so many different like the yeah, you had those ones in the 80s. Then the Hall of Fame was 91 to 94. The Classic Collection from 1995 to 2004. Then the Masterpiece was 96 and 97. The Timeless Collection was 98 to 2003. And then the 40th Anniversary was 2003.
Yeah.
So they were really pushing hard there.
They had a cereal. I feel like this might be in Mandela Effect, or I might be in the worst timeline, but I swear they had a cereal too. Once upon a time, I think I was at like a garage sale and I saw it, and I was like, "No way!"
If you hit
That
the
can't
right
be real.
period in like the late 80s, early 90s,
Everything
everyone
had
had cereal. I mean, Spider-Man had cereal. Batman had cereal. Oh Lord, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the Ghostbusters had a cereal for a
Oh
minute.
yeah.
Every Ninja Turtles had cereal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were looking to.
The video games have always sucked though. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah, anyone I ever played is
They need to do a new one. The most recent one they did, I think, was like the one back in 2020. I'll just say that the PlayStation 4 was the superior one. F in the chat for Xbox One version and the Switch version, because be serious. Why are you playing G.I. Joe on a Switch? Even if it's the OLED one, why?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I just want a really, really good G.I. Joe game. I want a really good G.I. Joe movie. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I thought the first one was okay, and then the second one with The Rock where they killed Duke. I'm like, you killed Duke for The Rock? You mother...
Well, it's like you killed anyone for The Rock.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of...
Like, Mark Wayne, I was like, I don't know why he's here, but he actually, like, held up the movie, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of need a more classic take, like either the cartoon or the comic.
They have to lean into the skid of the corniness. They can't be afraid of being as corny as a field in Iowa. They just can't. I think that's kind of why the Snake Eyes movie failed too a little bit. Like they were trying to be something that they weren't.
And then,
they were trying to make it too. They were taking themselves too seriously.
Yeah, and like the very first thing I heard anyone say is like, "He talks." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's like you missed the point. Whoosh.
I know it's an origin.
We can't have a silent film, but you could have. You could have done something really cool and experimental.
Everyone else
put the flashbacks in black and white.
Everyone else could have talked, but they except him. You know.
Exactly. It's just they're too afraid to do something different. It was so generic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing G.I. Joe isn't. It's is not generic. Like, I like their villains are super, super recognizable. Like one of the best like villain designs for kids TV.
Oh yeah, Cobra Commander, Deathstroke. Yeah. The Baroness.
Hello. Now don't forget Scarlet. She thick now. Mm-hmm. She got some thick thighs and a gun. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
2024 TV characters could never. F in the chat for Rogue's booty, y'all.
Aww.
Literally too soon. You know, to be honest, I have a G.I. Joe script, and I feel like maybe I'll just send it in.
Oh, well.
It's not quite a Murphy Brown, but...
Lil's writing a G.I. Joe?
Rework it a little bit. I'll be honest, it's been about 10 years since I looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be any worse than what's come before. I mean, oh.
No, it definitely couldn't be. Well, unless they actually just took the idea and ruined it like something else I turned in one time. Anyway.
Really? Oh, no. Don't back off that. No. Oh, I need to know.
It happens. It happens to the best of them. When you just kind of sell the idea of it, like you hope that they use more than they do. They never do. And they always ruin it. Like, it's just the nature of adaptation, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, oh, well, it can't be that straightforward. It has to be a twist. It has to be sorry. I'm like, does it though? Does it? I feel G.I. Joe is pretty obscure at this point. Like, people aren't going to remember plot points from the cartoon like that. You know what I mean? They'll remember the characters, the general of it. Like, actual plot point, well, there was no plot. Let's be honest. It was just very episodic. Punch them up, punch them up, punch them up, punch them up some more.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
So it's like... No. They can always give Larry.
Oh, I know. They should. I know. I mean, Larry's been in the thick of it for 40 years. I mean, I've asked Larry for a script. I mean, come on.
I know his house is full of them. I just know it.
I mean, the guy's been working. I mean, in that universe for 40 years. I think maybe over 40 years at this point. It's just he's got to have a script in him.
I know he does. I can almost guarantee he has at least 3 or 4, like one for every decade. Just that would be good.
That's what I always said. Like stuff like that. I'm like, bring in some comic book writers and at least get some ideas from them, for a script.
Yeah, and it's just always so weird. How like cartoons of the 80s worked and like how the syndication is, because like the first one from the early 80s had like 95 episodes. So it's like. Modern TV could literally never.
Oh, no. They pump them things out, and then, I'm trying to remember if the G.I. Joe had as many continuity errors, but, you'll be watching, 80s Transformers, you'll see, 2 of the same robots standing next to each other. It's like, really? It's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was a factor. It's like, no. Continuity error, who cares? Just keep going, move.
Now, I heard once upon a time that they had I don't know if you've ever been a thrift store or something, if you ever seen those records and read-alongs. It's kind of like primitive Teddy Ruxpin kind of deal.
Okay.
But I think they said G.I. Joe had one, and I'm like, I want to find it. It's on a 45 record.
Really?
It's I need to find it. I love obscure stuff like that. Huh. So yeah, the G.I. Joe merch goes crazy.
Oh yeah. Huh. Now I need to see some of this.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like now that I've said it, I'm gonna see it on eBay. As soon as I click on eBay today, it's gonna be in terrible condition.
Damn. See, now I'm gonna wonder.
Let's talk the comics though. So, you read? Have you how much of it have you read?
I've read a good bit of the Marvel stuff. I was out of it for years. I kind of tried to dive back in right before. So, they picked it up in Image here recently, so I mean, I've been kind of in and out on it. Again, the Marvel side's probably where I'm most knowledgeable on it.
Okay, I think Special Missions, which is only 28 issues, is the one thing that I read all of them I have like literally all of them because that was the easiest to find. But I think like the original main series went to like 155, and they're just so notoriously hard to find in like decent condition that I just kind of gave up.
And it's like towards the end, the print run gets way low, so it's harder to find like those later issues and stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we also had that mini G.I. Joe vs. Transformers.
Oh, from 2000. Oh, yeah, that one is cool. Yeah.
Well, they did one in the 80s, and then didn't they? Wherever it went, was it IDW or somebody did the one later on too? But yeah.
Yeah.
But the 80s, they did do one, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird because like in the 2000s there were like a couple of like limited series or something like that, and I'm just like, it wasn't really technically. Everybody kind of knew it wasn't within the existing continuity, so it didn't really go anywhere. And then I remembered at one point in time, like that lot, like it was like the license was expired for a while. Mm-hmm. I think they let it lapse for like 2 years or something, and that's how IDW actually got it.
Yeah. And, like, these days, they don't let the toys, like, kind of run the story. Like, back in the 80s, G.I. Joe and Transformers kind of, it's like, oh, we introduced this new character, put him in the comics. So, I think Larry was kind of, like, tied. His hands were tied sometimes with, introducing certain characters. Because, again, the legend is, the minute he could take Serpentor out, he took Serpentor out.
You can't blame him.
No. But he brought him back, like, not too long ago. So, I'm like, oh, okay.
Somebody probably wrote him an angry letter.
But I love the concept of Serpentor. It's so funny. It's like, yeah, Cobra Commander, we hate your leadership skills so much. We went out and created a new leader to take your place, so suck it.
Yeah.
We genetically engineered someone to take your spot. See, kids, your employer don't care. They'll replace you tomorrow.
Well, exactly. Listen, take a double on company time. I encourage it.
That's right.
Unless you live in the DC universe where we all know they don't have toilets.
I said employers don't care about you. No take, get in here. Lord Bobert.
Oh no. Say that 3 times. He'll appear.
Lord Bobert.
It's probably a little too early for him.
What would you call the Baroness with brain damage? Lord Bobert.
Oh no. Oh, don't do that.
She's like, don't badmouth the Baroness like that.
Exactly. I liked her as a villain.
Oh yeah.
We took what we could back in the day.
There was like a recent variant cover. Was it for the Duke series? And it was like a Baron's variant, and it was going for like, I forget. It was over $100. Might have been over $200. And me, Justin, and Russell.
Now make it not safe for work, and let's.
I know that. Well, that's what me, Justin, and Russell were saying. We're like, what the hell is on that cover that they're charging so much? Is she nude? Is she wearing?
If you turn it upside down just at the right angle, you can see nipple.
Ah. We're like, is this like a lingerie shoot? We're like, why is this hundreds of dollars?
Well, it's only worth what people are willing to pay.
True. Might as well do some not safe for work variants because again.
Well, a couple of them actually kind of border on them. The ones from IDW.
Oh.
There's like issue. What is it? It's an issue where it's kind of risque.
Really, a G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a little sexier than what they had originally been putting out. And then there's like one of those. There's a couple that have like photorealistic covers.
Oh, they get like actual models or whatever to.
Yeah. Girls with guns, it sells, man.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, it's like the franchise that
Maybe it was. Do you remember what it looked like? Or
what?
Did you guys ever figure it out? Which one it was?
I have to look. Because the only
one I could think of that's even slightly somewhat steamy is this one. Let me look.
I'm looking. Well, I know the one was like was it a 1 in 250 or something? So it might be the rarity of it
then it's
too.
Not the one
maybe.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah. No, I mean show me.
Come on. Wait. Look, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to figure out what it would have been.
I mean, we were making all the jokes because, like, in the one issue, I mean, you could see her like thong sticking out of her pants. Or
okay, this is the one. Then I'm thinking of. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, I gotta sort through all my comics and shit. Sure.
It was like not safe for work cover, not safe for work cover.
Is it this one?
Oh my! I don't think I've ever seen that before.
And then there's also another one. I don't think it would be this one though. This is pretty tame. It's nice, but it's pretty tame. So I don't know. Like, there's a couple of like sexy ones, but like that the 196 one is the only one that I could really think of.
Is that light shining or are those holes in her outfit?
Yes. Don't worry about it.
Whatever you want it to be, kid. Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, there's been a ton of great covers for G.I. Joe, especially like more recently. So.
Oh my, is this a real statue? Baby got back.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Those Eastern European yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like I said, the merch goes crazy in the G.I. Joe fandom.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it always surprises me the people that, like, end up doing, like, covers or, like the people that want to do, like, statues and, like, all that stuff. And people that petition for, like, the certain figures and stuff. You always like, really, that person's a G.I. Joe fan? Interesting.
And I'm always anymore. I'm just so, like, anymore. I'm just like, are they a fan or are they just a fan of drawing hot women?
Either way.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it could always use more quantum sparkly tentacles, but, you know, I can't be greedy. That's what commissions are for, you know.
Sparkly quantum tentacles?
It's my favorite drop.
I know, and you're the one who found it.
That show used to be a gold mine, though. So.
I know, because we did all the live reads and stuff. Yeah, the quantum's in. Yeah. Oh, my. 2013 G.I. Joe. Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. She's been keeping that franchise afloat, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Very buoyant.
Well, yeah, she's been keeping the sales up, yes. Hello, sales.
As well as Kleenex.
Comics, Kleenex, and lotion.
The holy trinity of a disgruntled young boy.
Oh, my. Oh, jeez.
But honestly, up until very recently, like, I feel like everybody kind of had a bland personality, and now they're really going out of their way to actually, like, flesh the characters out, and that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I feel about the whole Transformers thing, but it's like the Hasbro universe, fine, everything has to be a shared universe, I'll take it however I can get it. But they've been doing some interesting things with it, though. That's why I'm just like, okay, I see you, Cobra Commander, and frickin' Megatron, I see you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get some Starscream in there and perfect.
And then coming soon, a Scarlet miniseries by our friend Kelly Thompson.
Yes, I'm so excited for that.
I know.
I don't know how she got that gig.
I don't know unless they saw.
Maybe we'll be able to talk to her.
Well, she already said she'll talk to us. So if you want to join me and the boys, yeah, we'll talk to her.
Yeah, let me know when.
That's
so interesting because it's not like one of the big two, so it's like.
Yeah. I mean, she has the writing chops, but I wonder if they saw her Black Widow work and we're just like, oh, yeah, you know, her name was like top of the list. Yeah.
But then again, like I said, it's always nice to have a female writer actually write a female character. And it's even better if, like, they were a fan of the character and they're like, they want to, like, correct some injustice that they saw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
you get to, and that's really the coolest thing.
Because that's the next two miniseries, Scarlet, and then Justin's all chomping at the bit for a biscuit of his Destro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Justin's a Destro boy.
I always hated Destro, but, like, I was so devastated, like,
I think it's
who they wanted to cast as Destro. I was just like, oh, no, that's not who I would have wanted.
I think the open collar does it for him or something.
I could see that.
My favorite biscuit.
Let's just not dwell on his long lost son. You know, that was a bad storyline.
But yeah, I mean, like the newest comics, it's actually kind of cool because like Cobra Commander's not like a sniveling coward.
It's okay, but like I like that meat. I do. I love it, but it doesn't make for a compelling like story, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I get why they changed. So as long as we change a few of the other origin stories too, I'll be fine.
I'm just waiting for the Cobra Commander. I'm just waiting for the Cobra Commander Starscream team up.
That's what I'm saying. You know it has to happen.
Boy,
like if they don't do it, I don't know what we're doing.
I love the sound of your voice. Me, I love yours. Yes.
That needs to be a meta reference for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it just absolutely flabbergasts me how long this stupid little toy line has been around, and how much like media and merch that it has spun off, and it's just the power of capitalism, man. I
mean, the highs and lows. I'm like, have they even taken a break from it since the '80s? I mean, they'll retool it, reissue stuff.
They did. But it's only ever a couple of years.
Yeah, it's never that long. No. Yeah, no. I think as soon as one dies down, they're like, okay, back to the drawing board. We need to try to reinvent this.
I really hope they do try to do the movie again, though.
Yeah. And again, with the Transformer stuff, I mean, I hope they kind of stick to, like, at least character-wise, like, more close course to some source material for the characters.
Actually, if they would just do another really good animated series, I'd be down. And, like, everybody's saying they're going to do a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie, and I'm just like, if it's not animated, it's going to flop.
Well, again, with, like, the success of X-Men 97, do we try to go back and, like, redo, like, Transformers and G.I. Joe animateds from the 80s and stuff, or like the continuation?
I think that they would be successful if they gave it like a Beast Wars kind of situation where, like, we're gonna honor what came before us, but we're gonna do something new, and we can have like the old cast even be like mentors. Yeah. Kind of like I kind of see it like almost like Young Justice, where they would get some like newer characters, but the older characters are there for mentoring, and they're having their own adventures that we can focus on sometimes. But like the newer members, we can also focus on and stuff like that. That's the way that I would do it. That way, you can also spin out new characters and reach a younger audience, and not just be based on nostalgia. Yeah.
And again, like I've seen people saying there's like such a big, like for Transformers, there's such a big window because it's like season 2 ended in like, it was like in 1986, and then for season 3 in the movie they jumped ahead to 2006. There's like a 20-year window there that you don't know what the hell went on.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know if it's the time to really be glamorizing the military too. So it's always like kind of, they have to like play that balance. I think a lot of time you have to kind of read the room about certain toys. Like, it's not like it's Masters of the Universe where it's just some silly dumb himbo with a sword. With it chasing his skeleton in a closet,
Maybe that's why Transformers is like seems to be a little more.
It's easier.
It's more successful than G.I. Joe because it's not real people
transforming robots that transform into cars and other things.
Yes,
yeah, awesome. That's perfect. That's niche enough. Just niche enough. It shouldn't cause controversy unless you do a movie where you specifically have a guy talk about the Romeo and Juliet law and he has it laminated. Why is that in my Transformers movie?
Who knows?
It's almost as bad as the Wonder Woman snicker ad at this point. The more I think about it, the more pissed off I get about it. No. I'm sober. It's fine.
I know. But no, that whole Transformers, like the live action movies, the first...
That is oh my God, that is like the biggest bag of
what were they
greasy hammers.
What were they smoking or doing? I'm like, oh my Lord.
Everyone loves cocaine.
It didn't matter. It was a Michael Bay production. All we need are lens flares and explosions and a hot chick washing a car.
I was going to say, and Megan Fox's belly button. Yeah.
Don't sleep on the cleavage now.
Oh, true. Many young man wanted to sleep on that cleavage.
Machine Gun Kelly, when I see you, when I catch you, Brian Austin Green, you fumbled the bat. Being an asshole, like, damn it. I just know every day he wakes up going,
oh, he was just at Steel City Con. I should have. I did go in there. I should have been like, wow, what was it like being with Megan Fox, man? And you blew that. Oh.
Like, what was it like being your last big thing being Smallville, which was like 20 years ago?
Oh!
That's the Brian Austin Green fan. Y'all know I go hard for 90210. I'm the only one that can talk shit on Brian Austin Green, okay? Only me.
Oh, my.
Nobody goes harder in the 90210 fandom than I do, okay?
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
I'm watching that terrible freaking Jason Priestley show on the CW, okay? Nobody goes as hard as I do for my 90210 alum. Nobody.
It's a gaping hole.
I even watched Little House on the Prairie reruns, okay?
Wow,
Shannon Doherty, if you don't know.
Okay.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Only 90s kids understand. Like Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven, like waiting on Woody Woodpecker to come on.
Out of the gooch.
Oh, I miss Drunk Lilith. She was so much fun.
I know she was.
Party in the front and the back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
My sweet summer child.
My sweet summer child.
My sweet summer child, Drunk Lil.
I know. She's so precious. Hopefully she
Scream
makes
it!
But yeah, no, I'm just so interested in the whole Hasbro universe, honestly. Like, Hasbro, listen, talk trash about McFarlane toys, like, but they're toys, they're collectibles. They're technically not really meant to be open. They're meant to be collectibles to look in the box and display, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I thought Marlboro, like Hasbro Marvel Legends, they're meant to be played with and they're terrible. Like, they're this awkward size. Their articulation is never the best. I'm not a fan of Hasbro toys. Like, they got the Disney Princess license and ruined it. And I just feel like Marvel Legends needs to find a better distributor. Like, when it's not their own original properties and stuff, I feel like they struggle.
Yeah.
Really bad. It's very far and few between, like, Hasbro Marvel Legends stuff that I have that I actually like, that I feel secure in taking out and actually even attempting to, like, display and pose.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Oh my lord! Someone tried to rip off G.I. Joe with a Mattel tried to do Big Jim.
Oh, you don't remember that? That was huge.
No, I just saw a picture. It looked like Migos. I'm like, what the f?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That's a whole nother bag of hammers too.
Oh wait, hold on. Where was this? Oh, this was whoa. Okay. G.I. Joe's, a former sports store unrelated to the series, closed in 2000. Whoa, okay.
They've got some cool stuff coming out, though. They've got the G.I. Joe reaction figures. I think they're at, like, Wave 8 right now, and there's, like a 4-pack that's coming out that's pretty cool. They've got one, I want to say it was Tire Fort?
I believe I've heard that name.
And then they've got the one with the Cobra Ferret Scout and the ATV. I want that one so bad. It's on pre-order right now. And then they've got they've got the scuba guy, which technically is what the cardback Cobra eel. That one looks so good with the harpoon.
Yeah.
And that one, I think almost everything that I want is on pre-order right now, except for the one you should really, really get is the Night Force, the Shockwave and Night Pursuit Cycle. Oh, that's so badass. It's got all the guns and the helmet. I think that's pre-ordered. I think almost everything I think everything I want right now is on pre-order. They don't have anything out right now that I want that I don't have.
Next time you're on with Russell, ask him to see his Cobra Commanders. I think he pretty much has almost every version of Cobra Commander they've ever put out.
I bet you I have one he doesn't.
Oh!
I almost guarantee I've never seen anybody with... I have to find... Is it in this house? I don't know if it's in the storage unit or if it's in this house. Because the box is in terrible condition, but the actual figure was in perfect condition and it even had the accessories.
Oh.
Yeah, I've literally never seen... If he has this one, like, we're going to be like twinsies.
Yeah, he's a big...
twinsies.
He's a big Cobra Commander fan, yeah.
Yeah, the one, like, that's the thing, like, this one's, like, really old. I think, like, it's literally one of the first ones they ever, like, really put out from the original cartoon from the early 80s. He's a big boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, we'll see. Yeah, next time I'll pop on the Energon just to tease Russell and get out of there. Remind me.
It's usually like a Sunday night, so yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, the merch goes hard. It goes crazy. Like they get better with every single year. Like they get more detail, more articulation, more attention to detail. The play sets are just so amazing at this point. Like it's okay. You should jump in. You should jump in and become a G.I. Joe fan if you like to collect stuff and like have like a full like multimedia experience. I think G.I. Joe is one of the better like fandoms to be in for that.
Oh yeah, you can
they also have like that D&D version of they also have that G.I. Joe, what is it, battle it's like Axis and Allies or whatever the version is like G.I. Joe version of D&D basically. It's fun.
But no, I mean you were talking about the video games. I mean, oh my god, I'm looking at the list. It looks like they've tried to put out a game for every system that's been out since the Atari 2600.
And none of them... You know what they need? They need a first-person arcade shooter that they can then convert into console. I think that a G.I. Joe branded first-person shooter would go so freaking hard.
Mm-hmm. Or what about like an open world? I don't know. Just...
Oh, a G.I. Joe MMO?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Almost.
I don't think that the world technically is fleshed out enough, though. In G.I. Joe. It's just kind of all very vague.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, you pick a different...
That's one thing. When you have an MMO, the land itself also has a rich lore. It's like, yeah, it's the United States, but is it?
I mean, unless you get to choose where to travel in the world or something. You know, Cobra's doing stuff over here, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think that'd be a little harder, but like,
Yeah.
I'd love just like I said, any like a first person shooter.
And again, it's like it's not even like you can do more than military. I mean, with Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow. I mean, you got all kinds of ninja stuff you can do, and we may have lost love. Lilith, did the Cobras get you? Wait, that was a creepy voice. Oh, Lilith, did the Cobras get you? That's all right. Russell can take over.
You can slather up my Cobra.
See, he does. He loves Cobra Commander and Cobra way too much. Again, you can hear Russell and Justin with me on Energon Universe once a month on the Capes and Lunatics podcast. Yes, we talk all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe comic coming out of Image right now. And there's Love.
Uh-huh.
Just in time for me to wrap up my commercial. All right, cool, thank you.
You can slather up my Cobra.
Energon Universe. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to meet Phil and his deranged proteges, definitely head on over there.
Nom 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 nom.
Are you saying this man is insane?
Nom 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 nom.
Not insane, deranged.
Howdy, y'all.
But he doesn't like variant covers, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Who
he
doesn't
can
like
be a-
I don't know if he likes them, but he doesn't get them.
I
He doesn't
don't
buy
get
them.
variant covers.
Boo,
The greatest
boo.
comic of all time.
You don't want to know what comic he was talking about.
Is your whole week?
O-rings.
Exactly. Oh, don't even get Noel started on that again. For a while there, every show he'd see come on, first comment be O-rings.
Well, if any show needs to have that comment, it's this one. So, you let us down, Noel.
If
We
you're-
did a whole episode on Trump for you. You didn't even show
I know,
up
and we're
till
back.
last minute.
And you complained and bitched that we weren't on Facebook. We're back on Facebook, and you still let us down.
I mean, taking up with Facebook while we weren't on Facebook, but
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about the title of the movie we discussed. I'm afraid we're going to get another 30-day ban.
exactly. You know what you did, Facebook. You know what you did.
I think we could talk hardcore corn and not get busted by Facebook, but we talk about the mainstream movie we talk about, we can get a strike. Jeez.
That's what happens when you don't have humans reviewing it. We can't be relying on this AI world that we're trying to build here. AI still hallucinates. Not good at its job yet. So, just saying.
AI doesn't.
Something to be said for having humans in your employ.
Yes. Oh, so AI doesn't like violence. Loves the porno. Porn now.
I mean, same.
Well, this is consensual violence.
True. Touche. I do like to watch MMA and boxing. And if you know, the one thing I'm really excited for, I know that it's set up and that Mike Tyson's going to lose, but I just want Mike Tyson to go off script and beat the shit out of Logan Paul, bro. I would just live for it.
Bite his ear off.
No, I just want him to actually whoop his ass. Because every single Logan Paul fight has been a setup, bro, for him to win.
Yeah.
And personally, I think it's a money laundering scheme that he's got going on with that whole boxing thing he's doing. But, you're fighting Mike Tyson. Yeah, he's almost 60. But, he's still Iron Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
if you're in shape, a 60-year-old can still be pretty
You see
tough.
him in the
Yeah.
gym, and it's scary, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So, I know, if Logan Paul wins, it's going to be bullshit. That's how I know it's bullshit. But I just want Mike Tyson to go off script and just whoop his ass. I would give anything to be at that fight and see that happen.
Oh, remember we were talking about the NFL draft. Did you see WWE was doing their draft? What was it last night? Yeah. I knew you knew, but I know Luca was watching it. So
So now you see what I was talking about, how why it's Raw and then you got
yeah, because I even said to him, I said it because he again, what was it? He wanted to watch the one on Fridays and not on Mondays, and I was like, yeah, Lil said the one show gets the better people than the other one. He's like, yeah, it looks like that way. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I do kind of low key miss Sunday Night Heat. That was kind of pretty cool. To have wrestling on a Sunday and because Mondays and Thursdays, it's rough. It's got such stiff competition that it's just that's why I ended up kind of just moving away from wrestling because of the days of the weeks that it was on. It just interfered with so much. You got Monday Night Football, you got Thursday Night Football now too. So it's just how are they even surviving?
Yeah, Sunday.
'Cause I feel that's kind of a crossover fandom.
Oh
here.
yeah, Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. Yeah, you got NFL. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of get, but I guess it didn't really do too well on MTV. That probably wasn't the place for it. But I would, I would like to have Sunday Night Wrestling back at least like a little bit sometime around the year.
Syfy didn't save it.
Listen, sci-fi is always going to be good with me in my book because it saved Stargate and gave Stargate a whole new life and let it live for 5 more seasons, 2 spinoffs, 2 TV movies. I'm never going to, and it gave us the Dresden Files with Paul Blackthorne. Like, I'm just never going to be bad at sci-fi, okay? I'm not the girl. I even like Sharknado when I'm drunk, you know? Like, I'm not the girl I'll never say anything bad about sci-fi. I'll ask why some shows are on sci-fi, but I'm never going to badmouth sci-fi.
Oh, nice.
Not as a 90s kid. Sorry, bud. Can't do it.
All right.
On that note, now that I'm done glazing sci-fi.
She'll lick around the rim. Never mind. All right, so let's what shall we talk about next time? Let's see. I believe I remember this. Yes, next episode. Yes, it'll be at the end of X-Men 97 season 1. So we'll give you the whole rundown on the first season of X-Men 97.
Where's my merch, Marvel?
They have some out, don't they? Like figures and stuff. And
I'm gonna need T-shirts in the Walmart. That's when I say merch. That's what I'm talking about. Easily accessible, ready to buy at your major retail outlets.
You know what?
Where's my merch, Marvel?
You know what? I recently got a Wolverine shirt at Target, so I mean, I think they're starting to roll them out.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I don't like having. Listen, I love supporting small businesses, but like some people's T-shirt presses just aren't created equal. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that. I won't even name drop the bad Etsy store. I'll just leave it at that.
And I also got a cool 90s X-Men shirt from like the last FYE in existence that we were at.
You got like 3 in Pittsburgh, so I don't know what kind of time warp, time dilation bubble you got going on in Pittsburgh. But I realized, I was like, wait, there's more than one. There's like 3. They're all at those malls. Every mall there's one.
I know. I mean, they must make enough money. They're either laundering money or they're making enough to like stay in business.
They must be selling mattresses out the back too.
Yeah, man, it's all fell off the truck. See,
because mattress stores also have to obviously. You never see anybody in them.
Oh, hey, I was gonna say, do you have your phone in front of you? I'll send you a picture of those X-Men shirts, or Wolverine X-Men shirts I got.
Yeah.
All right. I did send them to.
I saw one X-Men 97 shirt so far on Amazon. But it wasn't official Marvel merch, so I'm like, I don't know.
Because I was gonna say, like, the shirts I got aren't actually X-Men 97 stuff, but I don't care. All right, there's the. Should be getting them there soon. Oh, hold on, it's going. I don't know if someone had an iPhone, it'd probably go through quicker.
Not my fault. Your company wants to keep you in a walled garden and makes your experience with other people terrible. That's not my fault.
All right, I think you should be getting them anytime. Yeah.
Okay.
2 picks.
I'm upset, Danielle. Why didn't you buy me any?
I bought those myself. I know.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Why, you want this?
No, I'm just kidding. They're cool though.
Yeah, that X-Men group thing is from FYE, and then that Wolverine with the cool colors is from Target. So
I literally had to stop myself. Like, I banned myself from buying more like graphic T-shirts with comic book characters on it. Like, I have literally over 100 Batmans alone, so it's just like, yeah, I gotta stop.
Who are you, Ray?
Batman.
He wishes they had that much Moon Knight merch.
No, that's about to be Finn's closet.
Batman. My favorite character.
What size is Finn? I don't mind sending something down for Christmas. If I send it now, it should get there in time.
Can you imagine if we chipped in and like they deliver a crate to Ray's house and it's just filled with Batman stuff?
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
He'd jump into his Marvel Snap app and we'd never see him again.
He'd be bored of Trump. He'd be like, build a wall around this continent.
No more American interference, I tell you. But on that note, yeah, I'm excited for our next 2 topics, actually.
Oh, yes, because we are talking X-Men 97. We'll wrap up season 1 next time. And then in 2 weeks for episode 69, because you know it's someone's favorite, yes, we're going to talk the history of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues.
With covers.
And again, Ray, if you've never seen these, go do your homework, kid. I'm sure you can probably find material
if you
online.
You can pry one of your hands away from something. Either the Marvel Snap or the Ray Plays channel.
That's right, kids. Ray plays games on YouTube where you can see him playing with himself every episode. So.
He's so generous. Didn't even do it on OnlyFans.
No.
So generous.
No. He shares that with the world for free. All right. So, yeah, send us your thoughts on those. Send us your thoughts on the G.I. Joe franchise. Send us your requests. What do you want us to talk about? Surprised Noel Tate hasn't been bombarding us yet. All right. So, send us, the requests, the thoughts, the questions. Email us, saltyandpetty69 at gmail.com. That's saltyandpetty69 at gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. And, of course, you can find...
That's 420-69-69.
You wish. You know what? I tried when we started this show. I tried, but of course someone had that. Yeah, some woman named Eve Heavenwater had that.
That sounds about right.
You can find all past episodes of Salty and Petty and the other Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network shows, all the social media, merchandise. We have brand new merchandise with brand new logos on it, so you can buy yourself a whole bunch of merch. Again, please, treat us like that young girl working her way through college. Rain some money on us via the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
All I know is I ain't never got an educated lap dance. Ain't nobody ever gave me tips on the stock market.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Oh my God. I found somebody with the phone number 426. I wonder if they'll sell it.
Oh, that's naughty.
All right. So, and again, if you think this is something, this ain't nothing compared to the Patreon, kids. Lilith and I are uncensored and out of control over there.
More like unhinged.
Deranged, if you will. So, yes, so you must subscribe to this Patreon for the best time ever. So you can find that and everything I just mentioned at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. And if you want to talk G.I. Joe, if you want to talk... You know what? This Lilith Hellfire is pretty smart. If you want to talk pretty much anything with Lilith Hellfire, you can find her on the Facebooks.
On Facebooks.
She knows multiple languages, so if you are from a non-English speaking country, you may still be able to communicate with her.
All the romantic languages. Korean and Japanese.
She speaks the...
Only because of my K-pop phase.
Really?
No. I had to go do work in Korea, South Korea, just to be specific. Don't want to give anybody any ideas over here.
Oh my!
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done. Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Get life advice from Lilith.
Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises.
Just real talk.
That's right.
Somebody was trying to sneak it in. How hard is it?
Thighs.
Whoa!
How hard is it? Hey, some women pay good money for that in Florida.
That's so vague.
I know.
You don't want to know where they put the camera.
Oh my.
It doesn't feel right, bro.
Get out of here, Phil. We got a whole other thing to do.
Okay, Charlie. All right. Yes, thank you for joining. Well. On that note, we're going to get out of here and talk the greatest villain of all time, Aldo Octavius! You know you're going to say I have to start doing that in my personal life, right?
Oh, God.
He's going to be in my head. All right, so until next time, join us, same salty time.
Same petty channel. We are Salty and Petty, the pettiest podcast alive.
Dick jokes, unlimited.